going on, guys? CHF here, and today we are going to break down everything you need to know about using a controller in this game, how to set it up, what the buttons do, and everything else. Sorry I haven't been making videos lately, guys. I will update you guys on what's been going on in a future video, but I want to stick this to just giving you everything you need to know about a controller. And we are going to start with what controllers you can use, guys. So you can use really any Bluetooth controller unless you have one of these little adapters that can plug in your phone so that it can receive a USB to plug in a wired controller. That means that basically the Xbox One S controller, some of the PlayStation DualShocks, the original Xbox Elite controller will not work since that is not Bluetooth. You have to make sure that it is Bluetooth enabled or that you have the little adapter so that you could plug it in wired. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into pairing. Alrighty guys, so I don't have an iPhone, so we're going to be doing this from the standpoint of Android, but you are basically going to go in, turn on your controller, and you are going to go to Bluetooth pairing. When you go here, it is going to identify by hitting this top button here that you want to pair it with that controller. You may have to hit this button on the top of the Xbox controller. In fact, you know what? We'll do it manually. I'll go to pair new device, and it's in search mode, so there it is. And we are going to hit pair. It's going to take a minute for these things to match up, but you'll see that it will go through and it will pair it. I'm sure it is very similar on iOS. You would just go into where you would add any Bluetooth device, whether it's Bluetooth headphones, anything like that, and you are going to pair up the system. Once they are paired up, you will be able to use it in the game, which we will talk about. It is taking, it looks like, a little bit longer than normal to pair up, but I promise you it will pair up here in just a moment. And then once it is paired up, we will be able to use the device in Madden Mobile. So I'm going to go ahead and do a cut here until it pulls up, and we will see you in a second. Alrighty guys, there it is. It is officially paired up. So with that, we are going to simply go back here, head back to Madden Mobile, and I am going to show you guys how this thing works. What all the buttons do, what you can do, and what you can't. So you'll see from here in the main menu, there is really nothing you can do. Technically, if you hit the start key, you can access this side menu, but you can't really do anything with it as far as navigating around the game. So it is going to require you to use touch. Where you can use it, however, is in actual gameplay. So if we head in here and we are going to go in to do a drive against a league mate, I will show you exactly how it can be used and everything to do in the controller right here. So it's going to be pretty standard, guys. You are going to have your left analog stick to run around and move with the quarterback or the runner or whoever has the ball. The right thumbstick is going to allow you to basically do skill moves, juke moves, trucks, things like that. And basically the D-pad right here, you'll see, will allow you to choose the play. So you would go there and then you would hit the A button. Again, it's going to be different if you're using a PlayStation controller. And basically you'll see here that when you receive it, I'm going to show you a couple of different things. If you just hit to the right or to the left on the analog stick or on the right thumbstick, you can do those little juke moves that I did there as well. Now you can go through and fully select plays with the controller, and you have a couple of different options. One, you can use your D-pad to move around and choose plays. You can use your right bumper and left bumper to move around up the top bar. So example, if you don't like to call based on play type and you want to call on formation or on recent, you can go in there and choose a play. For passing plays, it is really simple if you're using an Xbox controller. The right trigger will pull up the play art, so you can read everything there and see who your receivers are. All of the buttons, X, Y, RB, and B, will line up with an Xbox controller. If you're using a PlayStation controller, you have to understand the differences because you are still only going to get the Xbox buttons on the actual screen. You'll see there, you've got your X, Y, A, B. It's the same order, so they're in the same place on a PlayStation controller. But to do that, basically, you are going to be able to call whatever plays you want. You can look side to side using either the left thumbstick or the D-pad to basically look to the sides there. When you run the play, there's a couple of different things that you are going to want to know how to do. The first one is going to be to throw the ball. In this case, we will throw it to the A receiver simply by tapping A to do a lob or holding A to do a bullet, just like a regular pass if you're using the touch screen. Now, if you're wanting to do other things, for example, we'll call another pass. one of the important things you may want to do is scramble with your quarterback. Everybody may be covered. They may have dropped into into all zones, no pass rush coming through, and you decide you just want to take it off with your quarterback. To do that, you are going to grab the right trigger. By grabbing the right trigger, you will be able to take off and run the ball with the quarterback. Super easy. You just have to memorize where that button is. And then basically another thing you're going to want to be able to do is throw the ball away. Let's say you are about to take a sack and you don't want to lose yards. What you can do is simply push in the right thumbstick. So this button right here will actually push down. You're not moving it around, but it's the right thumbstick. You'll push it down, and that will ultimately throw the ball away. Another thing you may want to do is scramble. Scrambling is a little bit different. It requires holding a couple of different buttons to do it. You're going to hold the left trigger and tap X with your quarterback once you are past the line of scrimmage. So in this case, we will take off here. And I'm going to have to do it again. Couldn't get enough yardage there to get past the line of scrimmage. So we'll just call middle slant one more time here. Roll out. And got engaged in a tackle too quickly. So here we go. We will do it one more time, guys, just so you can see it in action here. And there is the slide. Hold left trigger, tap down X, and that is how you are going to slide, guys. Super easy. Once you get the controls down, it is a lot easier to do things like juke moves, to do things like spin moves. You can simply hit the B button right here, and you will do a spin move. We ran into somebody, so it did get tackled again. I'm just trying to show off the moves for you, what the buttons do, how you can navigate around with them. Not really trying to do anything other than that in this video. So here we go. Another thing you can do is, of course, use all of the other buttons here. We got laid into, but the Y button will basically be the same as a hurdle. Essentially, if you look at that little thing for a touch screen that's in the bottom when you're on a play, right here after we snap it, basically the advanced movements there. So it's like left or right. We'll basically do jukes instead of spins. Circle is to do a spin move. But guys, that is how to use a controller in the game. That's how you pair it, how you can navigate around with it, what the different buttons do. I think we covered passing, running, skill moves, how to throw the ball away, how to slide. Let me know in the comments down below if there's something else you want to know how to do that you don't know how to do, and I will try to respond with it there. But anyways, guys, gonna end up this video. The next one is gonna be a big video, guys. Not sure when I will get to making it, but I promise you will not want to miss it. So make sure you have the subscribe button on, and make sure you hit that bell icon for notification, because I'm basically going to be giving you really my full thoughts on this year's Madden Mobile. Everything good, everything that needs work, and everything in between. But I love you guys. I will see you soon. CHF out.